Good day everyone. My name is Laura A. Paredes, BSAB 3rd Year Section B. So my assigned topic is all about media environment. So what is media environment and how does today's media environment influence the way we behave? First off, for those who don't know exactly what a media environment is, it's the social, mental, and economic environment engendered by a particular medium or technology. As we all know, media environment is changing every day because of new technologies. As there are major changes in all mediums like newspapers, televisions, video recorders, and other magazines. The word cyberspace is electronic communications happen. However, these changes will never affect the important role of mass communication that is considered the society's source of awareness. As media platforms and various technological advances that we have today were not available before, as we are in a digital era of media is trending all over the globe, mass media usage and consumptions vary significantly from our modern generations compared to other generations in the past. Nowadays, people from all over the world have an access to a substantial amount of information about various interests and things due to the technological development and modern media platforms, as well as the introduction of means and concepts of digital media and media literacy. So how does media influence our daily life? Media creates awareness among common people and make them enlightened citizens. Lastly, what is the importance of media in our daily lives? As we all know, media is part of our lives and has an enormous influence in our society. The importance of media is growing every day due to the great connectivity that exists around the globe. For this reason, it is necessary that each one of us becomes aware of the power of media. This will also allow us to be critical of all the information that we receive daily. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Mary Jean Sinubio, the next reporter of this group, and I'm here to discuss about old media in the new world. So first, how does the internet affect in traditional media? Internet gives people the opportunity to interact with other internet users. Social networking sites allow people to initiate online discussion and interaction with other people, to choose and respond with a certain information according to their interest. And it is formulated to be used with this kind of social media platforms. Let's proceed to print media. Print media are a traditional way of knowing the information. The example of this are newspaper, magazines, posters, banners, and any form of printed materials. Also, print media is a printed information which is to be spread using paper. It is one of the oldest and basic way of spreading out of news. So next, we have the types of print media. First, newspaper. Newspaper is the most popular form of print media. Usually, newspaper are delivered at homes or made available at newsstands at stores. Next, newsletter. This is a source of information for small communities or groups. These are used for promotional use. And magazine offer articles about various topics like entertainment, celebrities, food, fashion, and many more. The next one is banner. This is usually made of clothes or paper. And we have billboard. This is made for advertisements and usually made with graphics and text. Next one is book, the oldest kind of print media. So next we have brochures. Brochure give information about a certain company of an organization. Flyers is mostly used by small brands to help them build their names to the industry. Direct mail. A small business use direct mail to develop awareness to the consumers and generate the list of products and services for advertiser. Next, yellow pages. Show and arrange the list of ad information and are easy to scan by consumer according to products and services available. Location, phone number, business hours, special features such as the acceptable kind of payment, parking availability, discounts, and delivery policies and emergency services. The last type of print media is outdoor advertising. Outdoor advertising is directional maker to point customers toward the business as its strength and comes in two forms, which are billboards and transit posters. So those are the types of print media, and let's proceed to death of print media. The slow death of print media is evident to the current generation. Hardbound books are now turning into e-books, Kindles, and newspapers are now flash and the screens of our devices. For example, this newspaper peaked in 1987, but in the last couple of years, their decline in readership and advertising has accelerated noticeably. Broadcast media has two types. These are television and radio. First, television. Television is a source of information and entertainment. Second, radio is a primary medium for dissemination of news and information to the mass audience. Radio and TV have much in common. Both use electromagnetic airwaves to transmit their signals. Apart from using terrestrial transmission method, both qualify to use microwave technology to link distance transmissions. Both are capable to use satellites for beaming their signals to any part of the world. It is very common for radio and TV to exploit sound and music effects to enhance value of their products. And the basic difference is that radio broadcasting only transmit audio, while television broadcasting, whether analog or digital, transmit both audio and video. Music industry. Making of music for years are human activities, individual or groups. For thousands of years, music was part of our life. Written lyrics, folk song, storytelling, and more are just evidencing of the world music history and industry. Here are some of the best music application and streams available for iOS and Android. First, Google Play Music is a free subscription that is available in two platforms, Android and iOS. This music application promises a soft landing and complete transition in the year 2019, with full access on cloud-based music collection through Play Music websites as well as podcast. This application allows to upload up to 50,000 songs with good background listening, downloads, and ad-free music. Second, Apple Music application is not a free subscription, and its subscription starts at $10 per month in the US. And in the Philippines, this is sometimes packaged on the customer's telecom subscribers. This application is the first music streaming service that offers and accessing any songs no matter where you and can upload 100,000 songs. Third, YouTube Music. is a free subscribe application that gives the background listening, no ads and downloads, with a premium option on subscription that allows to listen to more than 200,000 songs and videos. Fourth is Spotify. Personal computer has the same functionality that allows to stream single tracks, an entire album of the singers, and has the option to create a custom playlist. This application has 80 million subscribers with 40 million tracks. Fifth, Shazam is a music application that has music detection skills which recognize songs, the television shows with options and lyrics. This application is not a standalone and works in another streaming such as Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Music, and more, and has real-time chart. Next, Amazon Music allows the user to access free songs and create a cloud player library that can upload songs and purchase songs up to 50 million. This streaming application is pretty good and is slightly left out of compared to Apple Music, Google Play Music, and Spotify. Next, TuneIn Radio is a music application that offers a bevy of local content on-demand streams encompassing sport news, talks, shows, music, and current events among other still or offerings. SoundCloud is an application that allows to search a wide range community of bands, podcasters, musicians, and many more for new artists to follow, listen to songs in your feed, and even record and post on audio to retain the hallmarks of site. The next one is Pandora. It's music stream application that use the advanced algorithms in specifying the tracks and artist suggestions catered for user to get better with feedback. This is only available in the US at the moment. Next one is Tidal. It's a music application that designed for the audio aficionado with more than 60 million lossless quality tracks, an offline mode, quick access to music, video streamer made suggestions, and in-depth interviews covering everyone from Jack White to J2. Stingray Kello Concerts is an application that accesses the full-length concerts and riveting documentaries from the likes of Pink Floyd, Nirvana, Lady Gaga, and countless others. This is available on the wide variety of devices, including Apple TV, Roku, and Android TV. And the last one is Music Match. Allows the user to listen songs with signed lyrics, including English translated lyrics for songs in a foreign language. Lets the user search for songs lyrics. Helps to identify music play with a sample tap and adding of lyrics. This application is the world's largest catalog of lyrics.
Hi classmates, my name is Mitsedalia Peteringting and my report is differentiate the new technology, old technology, and millennial technology. Technology means innovation, discovery, improvement, and innovation that was not available to the acquiring agency on an effective date of the contract, whether or not patentable, including but not limited to new processes emerging, technology machines, and improvements to new application of existing processes, machine manufacturers, and softwares. Example of old technology is robotic process automation, 5G signals, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Expert to use describe old technology is obsolescence. Obsolescence or when something is no longer, and even though it might still work just fine. It also accepts the condition and limitation of the era. Product can also, over time or invention, new product. Example, when the cars become popular, then the horse-drawn carriages, buggy waves become obsolete. Likewise, typewriters are largely thing of the past. Now computers have overtaken their role in the modern society. Example of old technology is Betamax, cassette, analog television, telegraph, and CD player. While the millennials now make up the largest living generation are the defined are those born between 1980s and 2000. This generation was the first to grow up with the internet, mobile phones, cable TV, who have developed work characteristics and tendency from doing parents structured lives and contact with the diverse people. In addition, millennials are more than any other generation in the workforce can rapidly pick up new technology and master it, which is the real advantage in a fast-paced environment with the continuous changing technology. The example of millennial technology is something like Netflix, smartwatch, Android cell phones. At yun lamang po, maraming salamat.
Hello, I am Elasarin Elorcedino and my assigned topic is the dark side of internet. What is the dark web or the dark side of internet? In a simple term, the dark web is the hidden side of the internet, although a public space is special access and the software, of which Tor is the most commonly used, is required to reach its hidden depth. The dark web also forms parts of the large deep web, which is not indexed by search engines such as Google. The structure of the internet, the tips of the iceberg. We have three types of web of the iceberg. First is the surface web, second is the deep web, and the third is the dark web. Surface web, the part of us are familiar with. This comprises only 10% of the total sites of the internet. All sites are indexed by search engines and are easily accessible. Example is Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, and etc. Special access only after this point, deep web, refers to the content on the internet that is not indexed by standard search engines. The deep web contains mostly unconscious things. Example is academic information, medical records, legal documents, government resources. And the last is a 10% anonymous after this point is dark web. The dark web forms the deepest layer of the deep web that is believed most of the content here is of a criminal nature. Dark web content. A study by Garrett Owen of a Portsmouth University discovered that content on the dark web was dominated by illegal pornography, black markets, hacking, group and violent operation. Those common associated with a spam, fraud, and malicious attack. When you see this, the circle, they are talking about the hidden servers and the dark web on January 15. The green side is drug, the red is fraud or counterfeit, the violet is a black market site, the orange is Bitcoin, the blue is a whistle blowing, the pink is hacking, the yellow is pornography, the green is blogs, the white is abuse, and the black is the other or not indexed there. Who's in the dark web? Despite attempts to index the dark web, much is still unknown about its content. What we do know is the lurking within its deep. Various characters use the dark web to perform nefarious activities and sells illegal products. Black markets is one of the example of this. Black market selling all manners of illegal items and products like drugs and weapons. Second is a botnet. Botnets is a service creating a large amount of a traffic to temporarily or identify, interrupt, or suspend service. Next is terrorists. The U.S. government has successfully intercepted message from Al-Qaeda. Next is hoaxers. It's incredible hard to tell what true and what is hoax and on the dark web. Next is hackers. The anonymity of the dark web provides the perfect base for hackers to work from. Next is a fraudster. There are many sites and forums dedicated to the scamming and counterfeiting. Next is phishing. Cloned sites and the scam site and abundant on the dark web. Next is hitmen. Service and include hitmen for hire and arms dealer with a pricing structure. And the last is pornography. Pornography is dominated by illegal and ethical dispute pornography.
Good day everyone, my name is Maria Divina Almorado and I am here to present to you my assigned topic, which is the light side of the internet. First off, I need to define the light side of the internet. So the light side of the internet is the communication, necessary informations, project inputs, and many more. According to the study of Pew Research Center, stress reduction and frequent internet and social media users do not necessarily experience increased stress, but certainly those who perform knowledge work are greatly aided by the expanded access to colleges and information provided by digital media. So, what is the benefits of the light side of the internet? In our daily lives, it is hard to imagine getting through a workday without electronic tools or any gadgets that provide our instant connections to other people or immediate answers to difficult answers. Light side of the internet is connected to the dark side of the internet. But what are the difference between the two? The light side of the internet, as what I've said earlier, it is the communication, necessary informations, project inputs, and many more. While the dark side is the bad or wrong informations, or simply say as bad news. The positive effect of technology is most likely emerge for women since they are using it on the right way. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am the next reporter. This is Genevieve Nitor. For this video, I'm going to discuss my assigned topic, which is the elections in the internet age. So I have one question and I'm going to answer that. The question is, how has technology become integrated into the electoral cycle? So the use of technology in elections is not necessarily new. From the advent of radio and television for campaign advertising to the adoption of computer-based technologies in local elections offices, there has been a slow advance of integration of technology into the management of elections. The electronic voting often first come to our mind when we think about new technology in elections, but in fact, technologies have been adapted to all stages of the management and contestation of elections by a variety of different actors. So, in addition, before the election is even called, electoral laws are passed and implemented. Voters are registered and electoral management bodies are planning for the upcoming contest. Technology is used throughout these processes, from the simplest computer databases used to organize potential polling stations and poll workers to more complex outward-facing systems for voter registration. That's all. Thank you and keep safe everyone.
Good day everyone, my name is Phoebe Rosales Nebrida, 3rd year section B. My topic it is all about policing the internet. The internet and the criminal behavior it takes transforms cybercrimes, pose considerable challenges for order maintenance and law enforcement because internet-related offending takes place within a global context while crime tends to be national defined. Policing cybercrime is made all the more complex by the very nature of policing and security being network and nodal, and also because within these frameworks the public policy play only a small part in the policing of the internet, and the major purpose of internet policy are fighting cybercrime. Next is censorship, propaganda, and also the manipulating the public opinion. These are the advantages of internet policy. First is it provides another layer of security against identity thief, and also the censorship can identify specific illegal activities. Third is it adds a measure of security to our daily lives. Fourth is internet censorship can reduce the levels of false data found online. Next, it gives society an opportunity to place common sense limits on content consumption. And next is censorship gives us an opportunity to be respectful of others' culture. And the last is it forces companies to take content down that could be harmful and to others. And also the disadvantages of internet are data security, crime and terrorism, complexity, digital media manipulation and privacy concerns, social disconnect, work overload, job insecurity, plagiarism and copyright, addiction, secondhand living, and the last is organization and storage. Thank you.
Hi sir, my name is Infantimera Rossi. Our topic for today is Future of the Internet. Future of the Internet in our digitalized world. The Internet as long as since become a critical infrastructure. Ever larger data streams flew around the globe. Here is a make a good choices today. Foresight and accurate prediction can make a difference. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. Example, how will you provide the humans who can no longer money earn through labor? The opportunities are simply there may just information and availability to act on that information, and the ability to act on that information will be able. Second, most people not yet noticing the profound changes today. Communication networks are already bringing about. These networks, communication networks are already bringing will will be even more destructive in the future. Example, it is going to systematically change in our understanding of being human, being social, being political. It's not merely a tool of enforcing existing a system. It is a structural change in the system that we are used to. Third, people will continue, sometimes grudgingly, to make a trade-offs favoring convenience and perceived immediate gains over privacy, and will be something only a upscale will enjoy. Example, privacy premium may also be a factor. Only the relatively well of land educated will know how to perceive their privacy. Number 4. Perceive these changes governments and corporations will try to assert power at times succeed as they involve in security and cultural norms. Example, people more than happy to trade the freewheeling aspect common to many internet sites for more structural and regular environment. 5. Dangerous device between have and nots may expand resulting. Possible resulting. Example, social media will facilitate and amplify the feelings of those instructions about how will to challenge, resist, or punish what will the increasing come to be seen and unjust. 6. Internet enable revolution in education will spread more opportunities. Example, the biggest impact on the world will be a universal access to all human knowledge. 7. The internet will become the interest of the system and principle. Example, there will be a money interest network will self-reform and will the internet thinks artificial intelligence. There and here is a digital life today. Experts predict an internet will become a electricity, less visible yet more deeply embedded when people lives for a good and ill. We have a 10 recommendation for the future of the internet. We are only beginning to understand the full value of the internet can bring tomorrow's world. There said, what we know about the internet tell us that it will not be only about the new technologies, but also about empowering people. Number 1, human value must drive technical development and use because we must have a public debate for society to agree on the ethical standards and norms of the use of emerging technologies. Number 2, apply human rights online as well as offline because individuals should continue to have the ability to communicate confidentially, anonymous, and securely. Number 3, put users' interests first with respect to their own data because encourage data ministration practice insist of a selective data collection and only for as long as for a necessary act. Number 4, act now to close digitalized device because incorporate security by design into device and system to prevent the emergency and data security divide. Number 5, divide the internet economy workforce for everyone. Remove barriers to cross borders. Data flows to ensure that everyone has the same opportunity to participate in the benefits from the global internet economy. 6. Take a collaborative approach to security. Because sometimes online security must have easier for users, industry, and government should invest the creation of usable tool and information to help users make an informed decision about privacy rights and security. Number 7, accountability for data handles. Develop insurance policy, responsible security, behavior, and the proper protection of the personal data. Number 8, build a strong reliant networks. Cause need to promote diversity in networks and service to allow for the next generation of the products and service to emerge. Number 9, address the need for the online social norms. Because make internet a safe place. Everyone is in free from online violence and harassment. Last of all, number 10. Number 10, empower people to shape their own future. Because all stakeholders should build momentum from the recent success of multi-stakeholders and expand the use of the process globally.